They done messed up now. Should have never gave these boys a podcast. Whoa. This is Off the Rim. With your boy, Coach Skinny, Coach Drees, and Coach Drake. I'm up. There go the minute again. What up, SimWorld? Sit back, relax. Let us take you through the mind of a coach.
Yeah, man, we back at it. Episode number 8. Rest in peace, Mamba. What up, Drees?
What's going on, Skinny?
What up, Drake?
What up, though?
So we back in the building. Y'all know what we like to do. We like to do that fast break, so let's go ahead and get into it. And y'all know how we do it here. We like to give out them flowers first. I got to give my flowers to Yells and the entire SimWorld staff. I love that trailer y'all just dropped. And it just feels good knowing that y'all dedicated as much as we are. What you got, Drees?
I got the same thing. I got the whoever was in charge of putting that trailer together. The thing was hot. Music, the visuals, the message. Get you pumped up, ready to go for the season. I'm excited.
Gotta go with the 3P right here. Yeah, that trailer was everything that I needed to see. I feel like it communicated a great message, and I definitely was sending my feelers out. So we might be getting some new coaches.
So everybody involved with the trailer, everybody that's in the league, anybody that's part of this SimWorld experience, everybody come get your flowers. All right, let's step into the shocking moment. And for me, it was Coach Lime getting canned. That was tough. What you got, Drees?
For me, it was Dexter Jackson kind of going off in a thread. Not more of what he said. It's just because he hasn't really spoken that much. So it was kind of a shock for me to hear him speak up and speak so strongly about what he was talking about.
For me, the shocking moment was people thinking that I'm stealing film, like they trying to start a film gate. Like, I got the receipts. I asked everybody for their film. And there's no secret parlay or whatever going around about me stealing film.
All right, so we got Coach Lime. We got Dexter Jackson. We got Coach Drayton out here looking like Ezel from Friday.
Oh, my God.
All right, so let's go into the bad take. For me, it was requested by Rick Blaze himself that I be the bad take because apparently I'm playing the underdog role. What you got, Drees?
Bad take is about players looking bad in scrimmages at this point. That is not really a cause to panic. I'm totally on the opposite of that. I think at this point, we should have an idea of who we have in camp at this point. And they should be performing as such. Some tweaks are going to be needed and stuff like that. But if players are looking bad in camp, not looking good or comfortable, I think that's a bad thing at this time.
Yeah, I also had that. I got to double down with Drees. The scrimmages are in fact important because it, for the most part, gives the ley line of opening day lineups. If you weren't looking good in those 2 scrimmages, I doubt that your coach goes out of his way to start you and give you valuable minutes in the first week of play.
So we got bad take that it's not a cause for panic when looking at these scrimmages when they look bad. And we got myself, thanks to Rick Blaze.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, so confusing moments for me. And this happened while we was recording the show, actually. I reached out to Marsh Asked him, did he want to get on the show? He said, yeah. He said, how long is it going to be before you send the link? I sent the link as soon as he said that. And then he says, give me 20 minutes. What you got, Dries?
I don't know if this was Marsh. It might have been Marsh too. Said Cooper Flag was a good player, and not a generational talent. That's another one. I'm totally on the opposite end of that one. I think he's for sure a generational talent, and we're going to see that in a couple weeks because there's not too many players that has his touch, his size, his athleticism, his intelligence is setting up for him to be a very good prep, college, and pro player.
I got Trey hinting that he'll go to like a HBCU or a small school. Now we know this boy just saying that he's definitely going to a blue blood program. He's not going to Grambling State. He's not going to Murray State. We all know that. Stop playing with us, Trey.
So we got Marsh showing up to the podcast late. We got Marsh saying Cooper Flag isn't a generational talent. And we got Trey over here capping, talking about he going to Grambling State. Boy, stop.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So y'all know what we do at the end. We like to get some laughter, even though I thought that last one for Trey was hilarious. It didn't make the cut. But let's get into the laughter. For me, it was B-Ron talking about kids should be worried about juice boxes on SimWorld today. Now, I ain't gonna go into detail, but my mind went somewhere else. I definitely was worried about the juice box at that age. What you got, Drayton?
I got Rick Blaze basically calling out all of Showtime, saying that they need to get it together after the scrimmages. It might not have been funny to everybody else, but I got a good laugh out of that.
I'm gonna go with Rick Blaze again, but I'm gonna go with him coming at Skinny and calling Queen City fake ass underdogs. It ain't no more high Skinny. We can't do this no more. So I'm gonna give it to Rick Blaze for that one. It's gonna be a good year, but Queen City being fake ass underdogs, we can't hide it no more. So Rick Blaze, we give you another one.
All right. We got B-Ron talking about juice boxes. We got Rick Blaze going ham on Showtime. We got Rick Blaze pulling my coattail.
No, 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 no.
All right, but let us bring in our special guest today. You gotta get his theme music going. What up, Marsh?
What up? How y'all doing?
We good, man. We good. So let's just get right into it.
Players and coaches are the true barometer of where somebody sits within any sporting realm. But I'll flip it to the three of you because I was asked it. Top three players, and you can't name one of your own on your own team because I'm not here for the propaganda. Top three players on each in the league that you think are players of the year candidates.
Give me Dylan Harper, Joffrey Towns. I don't want to do Cooper Flag because that's like a low hanging fruit. So
but it is what it is. Like,
yeah, I kind of have to go Cooper Flag.
Yeah, like
You going off of pure talent, like, and what we know that they can do, like, it's going to be probably unanimous that the top three going to be in some twisted form: Jafet, Dylan Harper, and Cooper Flag. Like, there's no disrespect to anybody else. Like, we have to be real. We real with each other. We real with each other teams and with our teams. Like, you got to know the pecking order. Like, the dudes they're something else. They're generational. Like they're generational talents. Like, Jafet might not be, he might be just a very good or elite player, but Dylan Harper and Cooper Flag just do so much at this level already. Like they just do so much out there. Like it's hard to not seeing them being able to go out there and just score. Like they just score. They're just physical mismatches. Like
Yeah, that's probably my top three too. I think I think I probably got Jafet three. I got Harper one. I got Flag two. Uh, I think Jafet is a PT peer, and the other two are generational talents. Y'all too young to know what a PTP is.
they don't know about that Dickie V.
I think I'm right outside of that age group because by the time I was really watching college basketball, he was like the color commentator. He wasn't even really commentating. He'd come in, then that's the game, baby.
Why you sound just like him?
He wasn't even really like commentating when I was watching. Like he would throw his little like 2 cents in, and then the other people were going off the whole time.
He was the hype man. He was the hype man.
That's what I got from March, though. Everybody keeps saying this player is going to be a top 10 player. This player is going to be a top 5 player by the end of the season. This player is going to be a top 10. All these players, y'all done put about 30 players in the top 10. Y'all do realize that y'all got to remove people, right? So I need to know who is going to fall out. In order for these people to jump in, people got to fall out.
Mm-hmm. So first off, the only 2 players that are not currently in the top 10 that I said I thought should have been in the top 10 were Kai Killens. I guess 3 players: Kai Killens, D'Angelo Jordan, and I'm still high on Corey Yams. So those are that's the first thing I just throw out there. I think you can make the case for Tyree Wells, but again, if I got to remove people, I'm still not super high on Kai Newby. That's the name, in my opinion, that's the lowest hanging fruit to knock out. And I think that there's a handful of guys that can go in there. You're right. There's a lot of names have been thrown out that are capable of doing it. I have only gone on the record of saying those 4 that I mentioned, or I guess those 3 that I mentioned. But like, I'd probably take them in the long run, maybe over Cole Webb if you wanted to put Cole Webb in your top 10. Like, because you're right. The worst argument is saying somebody's top 10 and then just choosing not to pull anyone out of it. Those would be the ones that the first 2, if they're in your top 10, that I would say, I could see it popping off and falling out of that.
So we're going to give you the first 6 games. By the end, we're going to figure out if you think we're going to be in good position or a bad position. And by that time, I need you to let us know if we done dug a hole, can we get out of it? Or if we're looking good, can we maintain it?
Okay.
All right. So my first game is Yacht Club. What you got?
I like you guys. I like you guys over Yacht Club.
All right, that's 1-0. Next we got Lone Star.
That's a tough one. I'll go with Lone Star. I like Arthur early on in the season.
That's 1-1. Southeast Select.
I'm gonna take you guys. I'm a little nervous about Southeast.
2-1. Heartland Zombies.
Well, I mean, you're not getting out of there without a couple bite marks, but I'll give you guys the win there to go 3-1.
You ain't lying. Indy Stripes.
I'll take Indy there. I'll see what Dylan is.
3-2. And the last one, don't do it, Marsh. I'm letting you know right now. Don't do it. The last one, Middle East.
Well, it's the only team, according to you, you guys are better than, so I'll take you over them.
All right, so I guess we a decent team. Do you think we'll maintain it or not?
I think so. I mean, if Hugo looks like Hugo looked for all of for the tail end of last season, and then you see some development from Renzo, and then the pairing of him and Carter underneath, I like that roster.
All right, what you got, Dries?
First game at Gotham.
I like you guys in that. I like the matchup for Nas.
All right. Game 2 at home versus Run DMV.
I'm not quite sure what Run DMV is going to be, so I'll take you guys to go to 2-0.
All right, Game 3 at home versus BOE on SimWorld TV.
I'm taking Beast in that one. I have to apologize to you.
No, it's all good. It's gonna be a tough one. Game 4 at Lakeshore.
D'Angelo Jordan's still there, so I'm going to take Lakeshore on that one.
All right. Game 5 at Cascadia.
Ooh, I don't know who's slowing down Tyree Wells, so I'll go Cascadia.
Oh, J.O. gonna be coming for you after that one. Game 6 at Heartland.
I'm taking you guys. I'm nervous about Heartland, as I said. I know they got Benari, but I think Nas goes toe-to-toe with him.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though, Drees, your first 6 is rough, my God.
That's a tough 6,
bro.
We ready to fight. I'm telling you, I got the boys revved up.
I mean, I think I got. See, I ain't gonna say nothing. I got a rough one too. I got Indy, Southeast, Lone Star, and Yacht Club, but I just felt like yours was tougher for some reason.
My first 9. I'm gonna go 3 more. We got the OGs at the Heartland, Rain and Trays after that, Rocky Mountain Monsters after that.
I think the only one I like of those 4 is you against Showtime. The other 3 I don't know about.
All right, Drayton, what you got, man?
Game 1 is me home against the Originators.
I'll take the Originators. They're going to be scary, man.
Game 2 is me home against Bad Boys Basketball.
I'm going to take y'all over them.
Game 3 is me away against Philadelphia.
I think I took you guys in that one, so I can't really flip-flop there, so I'll stay true.
Game 4 is me away against Gotham 5.
The same thing with Gotham. I'm a little nervous about what that team looks like, especially with all the coaching changes, so I'm going to take you there.
Game 5 is me versus Best Coast.
I'm just sound like I'm propping you up. This is too early for Best Coast. We don't know what they're getting out of them, so I don't feel confident taking them really against anyone right now, so I'll go Beast. And that's not saying they're not going to be good. We just don't know what they're going to look like.
Game 6, me versus Beyond the Arc.
No disrespect for any of the first 6 you've got, but I can say it's not soft. That's a favorable schedule for you guys.
Nah, because see, my next games is Raining Trays, Heartland, Cascadia, Asian Pacific.
Is it home against Asia Pacific or on the road against Asia Pacific? Because that's going to matter.
On the road.
Yeah, okay. Right. I mean, so this starts to get tough. It's just you get some teams that are very much unknown right now, right off the bat in Best Coast, in Beyond the Arch, Gotham 5. I mean, those are 3 teams that it's just like Bad Boys as well. Like, there's just a ton of unknowns, not a lot swirling around them in a positive direction. So I guess I got you at 5-1, right? Because I took Originators in the opener.
Yeah, you think I can maintain that?
I think so. I mean, if Levin Cutler and JoJo look like they did last year, I mean, that was why you guys won. I mean, Fareed had a heck of a tournament, a race to 1, but those 2 dudes just anchored everything.
The last one to close it out, I'm going to hit you with a couple players from our teams, and you say over and under.
Okay, over under like the stat?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a random stat from one of the players of our teams. I'm gonna go with Drayton's team, and I'm going to look at Levin Cutler here. He had 7.8 rebounds last season. Is he over or under that this season?
Over.
Why?
I think his just workload is going to be more pronounced for it. I think he did a lot of that, obviously, at 16. And I think you just look at the skill set development. I think he's just going to be a more aggressive player this season. And yeah, you added Marco Graham on that roster. Obviously, you still have JoJo Kearney, but I think he's still going to be the force in the middle. And if Drayton ever decides to play him more than 23 minutes a game, that number is going to go up.
Not going to happen.
All right. Kasim Porter, 3.8 assists, over or under?
See, the easy one will be over, but I'm going to go under only because I think he did that coming off not getting a ton of workload, right? Obviously. But I think this roster, as Drayton has said, is a little bit deeper, and I don't think it's going to be as much on him to be in that facilitating role. When you add in, look, Isaiah James is going to get some looks, Losi Thomas is going to get some opportunities. I just think that it won't be as dependent on him with the second unit to be playmaking.
Nas Hall, 46 3-pointers, over or under?
Over. I mean, that kid is going to be jacking him up next season.
Jermaine Owens, 2.3 blocks, over or under? 2.3 is pretty high. If you say under, it ain't because he going to go downhill. It's because 2.3 is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of my exact thought. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going under not because he won't get it, but that is a incredibly high mark. I mean, he could get 4 a game and blow it out of the water. I could see it happening, but if I'm thinking what's more likely to happen, I'll go under.
Let's go. Sky Durant, 12.4 points a game.
I'll go over there. I think there's an opportunity for him. You've got Renzo obviously kind of running the point, but I think the wing position isn't super deep with you. Obviously, you have Xavier there, but I'll go over on that. I think him and Renzo and Hugo will kind of go off. I think that's a high bar to touch, but I think he could do it.
Carter Fields, 1.1 block a game.
I'll go up. I think with him, and I think he's going to get a lot more opportunities because people are going to drive on Hugo. They're not going to take the shot. They're going to dump it, and he's going to be there to pick it up.
Isaiah, 0.8 steals a game.
Higher. Over. Yeah, he's going over that. Same thing. He's going to get more opportunity to do it. He's not going to be coming in. I would expect to see him get more minutes just based off the roster. So more minutes. I don't think he's going to get any worse at being a defender.
AJ Frost, 48.5% from the 3-point line, over or under?
Last season was ridiculous on how high people shot from 3. I think there's going to be a little bit of regression. So I'm going to go under just because hitting 50% of your 3-pointers is just absolutely bonkers number.
Nick Hugo, 58% from the field.
Over. I think he's just going to have more chances. He's going to have more easy looks with the group that he's got next season than he had last.
And this is SimWorld, where the only place where you can see the game and be the game.